Good morning, everybody. I'm actually up really early today. I got a good amount of sleep and I'm just here. I'm sorting my oracle cards and I thought maybe what I'll do today is just pull out an oracle card and then we'll talk. Originally, my subject when I woke up was going to be about anger, and I was going to talk about how you know how you can use anger, how a lot of people, they say, especially people who are trying to be on a path of enlightenment, so to speak, right? That anger, you got to squelch it, but really, I mean, anger can be used for many things. It can be used to keep you going. It can help you survive. Every emotion that we have can help us survive, but I decided what I'm going to do instead today. Instead of, because my yesterday's was a little heavy, I'm going to just pull an oracle card from my lover's oracle, and then I'm going to talk about that and my opinions on that. And then, I also want to hear what you guys are going through, what it is that, how this relates to you as well. So, oh, I need a sip of coffee first. Oh, that's the stuff. Okay. I have an unhealthy problem there, guys, okay? Please don't judge me. So, all right. I'm also going to do comments. I'm going to read comments today and reply to you guys, like to some of your guys' stories. I want to make sure to just kind of throw that in there. If you guys like that, if you like that, maybe I'll do that live soon. I'm getting a new desk. I had an old desk. I don't know if you guys have seen it in my other tarot readings. It was like blue, but I gave that one to my mom because she needed it more and it had a wide space. So I went ahead and ordered myself a new desk, but currently I'm using a writing desk as my computer desk. So as soon as I get my new desk, I'll be able to use that instead. That's why I'm waiting. I'm waiting to do lives for that. Okay, let's see what the oracles have here. What message is relevant today for the collective on my channel? What message is relevant today for my channel? What do you want me to talk about? Okay, so we got this one. Looks like that. Twin flames! Oh my god, this is a new deck. This deck, I'm not used to it yet. I don't know, I've used it in quite a few readings the past like 2 or 3 weeks now. Twin flames? Do I have to? Do I have to talk about that? Apparently, I have to talk about this. Somebody needs to know about twin flames. Okay, if you guys didn't see my most recent twin flame video, it was actually talking about abusive relationships. But actually, what I want to talk about, the first thing that comes to mind when I think about twin flames, is the deeper aspects of uncovering yourself, and when you're on this kind of path, and also what that, believe it or not, there is something more important than the other person if you are going through this kind of process, and that is the breaking down of the false self. When it comes to twin flames, some of you may think that you found a twin flame. I don't know. It says your passion ignites. Yeah. I'm so like iffy about talking about this subject because it's been kind of run into the ground quite a bit. Okay, so when it comes to uncovering the deeper aspects of yourself through a twin flame path, okay, even if you're not a twin flame and you think you found your twin flame, it opens the door. Okay, it opens the door to understanding yourself and beginning to understand yourself. If you really do study it, and you really do study and do the work, okay, and you start going within, uncovering your own essence, because the most important part about this is the inner marriage, okay, between your masculine and feminine. It's like there's sort of a weird quasi introduction to imbalances for people if they actually are interested in the twin flame phenomenon, and they haven't really, if you haven't really, if you don't really know what it's like, or if you have, you're still studying it, okay, or you're uncovering it, okay. If you have just uncovered the concept, it's not just a soulmate, it's not just about love, okay, and it's not about unconditionally loving outwardly someone till they come back to you. That is a huge misconception that a lot of people have, and they end up getting for years. I've seen some of the best people with such wonderful personalities spend years pining over a person because they think they're their twin flame. And I'm not judging, because I did that for about a year at one point. And I just want to say that it's a stage, okay? If you are getting triggered by a twin flame thing, okay, there's more. There's more you can do. It doesn't have to be the end. It doesn't have to be this person was my twin flame, but then they left, and then, it can open a door for you into self-discovery and realization of yourself that is so big that you may eventually even forget about what you originally started, okay? The original person. It's like, I'm an adaptable person, okay? I'm a survivor. If you're using labels here, I've survived a lot, and I'm also very, very adaptable. And if you have come across this information, be very careful who you say is your twin flame, because if you have any kind of codependency issues, if you're lonely, or you're searching for the perfect match, okay, you may think that this is what it is that you need, but really, in the end, yourself, okay, coming to a deep understanding of yourself is 1,000 times more important than the other person. I know people are probably not going to like what I'm saying here. They're probably going to think that, what, I thought the whole thing was about getting into a relationship with your twin flame. No, it's not really. At the end of the day, it's not really. And as someone who's been through a lot of relationships, okay, and has a lot of experience, I can tell you that when it comes to twin flames, the most important aspect is reconnecting with your inner realization, and also with source energy. Being able to, people call it the creator, people call it many different things, but I can tell you that through my experience, the work is hard. It's deep, okay? And it's going to lead you down a path you never thought possible, right? I have my theories that a lot of people come into this self-realization through the twin flame concept, or they think that if they chase after this person, they're going to find enlightenment, or they're going to find the ultimate partner, or whatever, okay? But there's so much lore out there you can read. And if you're interested in mythology, there's mythology in the East that talks a lot about this as well, Indian mythology, and what it has to do with light and dark. But either way, a lot of it is all around the same kind of vein, being able to balance out yourself as well, and being able to understand that both aspects are within you, and they probably need healing. Right? That your inner masculine and feminine need healing. They need integration. They need to come together. And a lot of people, most people don't do that. They don't spend the time to focus on that aspect of themselves. So if you have uncovered the twin flame, I'm going to pull another oracle card. If you have uncovered the twin flame thing, okay, study, learn, go within. Utilize the information that you discover. Do be careful, because obsession is a big problem. A lot of people do get obsessed with the other person, and they think that they're not complete without them. And that is a problem of inner balance. Okay, that is a problem. If you think that you need to be complete with another person, that they have half your soul. I used to get in debates with people about this who thought they were twin flames back in the day. They'd message me and I'd be like, no, you are a whole soul, my friend. You're not half of the other half of someone's soul. You're not. That is just another thing that we're told that does what? It keeps us feeling incomplete. It's another way of making us feel incomplete. So, talking about, and I'm not saying it's not your twin flame. I'm not saying you don't have a twin flame. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying is, for the most part, is that be careful. If you have come across this information and you think that this person is your twin flame, there's more to the process, and it's a very deep, harrowing process. And I think I mentioned that in my other video. It's a process that it's nuts. It's nuts. And eventually you will be led to the point where leaving that mindset and stepping into your own maturity, becoming more mature spiritually, and your soul, it has an evolution, it has a process that it's going through, and you're being taught this if you're going through this process. Okay, imagine, for example, imagine that it's just another aspect of you that has to grow. It's another aspect of you that has to evolve. So you're going to have some immaturities. Like I said, if you're really curious about how it really unfolds, go check out Gold Ray Twin Flames, because they helped me to unravel a shit ton of lies that New Age community and light community and all that had burrowed into my head for like a year. It takes discernment. And even back then, and I'm the kind of person, I jump into something, I jump into it to experience it. I go into it to experience it. So this was just another facet of my own experience. This was something that I chose to experience, that I wanted to experience when it was happening. Even though at the back of my head, I always had this feeling like, is this right? I don't think this is right. See, that's what I'm talking about. Inner knowing and inner understanding of what is actually happening. If you are just being pumped full of information on what a twin flame is, and yes, I went through this process as well. If you're getting pumped full of information, you're going to eventually come to a point where it doesn't help you anymore, and you're going to have to go within yourself and discover who you truly are. Because the current twin flame label and how it works, it encourages fragmentation. It encourages soul fragmentation. It encourages a person to be less than what they are without another person. And that's dangerous. That's very dangerous. But on the flip side of that, it's a very beautiful path to be on, if it's something that you are really truly going through. And it's not just people said that we're twin flames, or is this person my twin flame, or it's a beautiful journey. You get to uncover yourself, and more of yourself. It just keeps unfolding. That's something I'm still coming to terms with. It unfolds. I have other theories about the whole twin flame thing as well. Like, I feel that if you have been opened up, and this is just a theory I have, maybe an opinion I have, that if you have been opened up to your spiritual life, so to speak, if you've been opened up to it via relationships, there's a big lesson to be learned about codependency and toxicity. So it's not in vain. Even if this person isn't a twin flame, or you're like, okay, well, maybe I'm not really on the twin flame journey then, because it's not like I have been called out by the universe, because that's what it feels like. You're getting called out by the universe. Okay, and you no longer can sit back and act like everything's okay, right? You start really seeing reality and more. Okay. But it all is not lost. If you have uncovered something like this and you're going through this, it can lead you to a different place. Okay, the road can lead you to truth. It can lead you to truth and understanding yourself even more. Because a lot of people they get confused. They're like, I gotta rise up, I gotta be enlightened, I gotta climb the enlightenment ladder, I gotta do all this stuff to be able to get with my twin flame. Okay, again, that is just lack. That is just another stage. Okay, another stage of realization that you're going through, because it is a stage. And that stage of realization is, wait a minute, why am I working so hard to get another person? Is that what I'm doing? Am I trying to achieve some kind of bliss state? And yes, you can get blissed out. You can get incredibly high on a twin flame kind of concept or journey. If you think you're on it, you can feel bips and boops and things all over in your chakra system. Okay. And it may make you feel as though, you're connected on a certain level. Now, I'm not saying some of you aren't. Okay. The heart center is a very big tuner, but the heart center is expanding. If you're going through the process, it will be expanding. And so it's very important to make sure that when you're going through this expansion process, you're discerning, because you could start confusing other energies. There's a lot. You got to kind of work with it. You got to work with it, and if you're actually, your heart center is expanding and you're going to be facing blocks, you're going to, energetic blocks throughout your whole system here. Okay. Anyway, I've talked too much about that. Let's pull another card and switch the topic up. Let's switch the topic up. I swear to God, if it gives me twin flames again, I'm just gonna be like, the video's over. We're done. And then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna go to my comments and I'm gonna read some comments on videos. We have freedom. I like this. Okay. Freedom. There's nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. Somebody needed to hear that. I just felt a bit of yeah, you are free. All this stuff that's happening around us on a daily basis that tries to constantly separate us from our inner core, our inner essence, like constantly trying to bombard us and make us feel like we're lower, like we're gonna die, we're mere mortals, and stuff like that. Well, the truth is, you're more powerful than you think, and you're freer than you think. Freedom. Well, what does it mean to you? What does freedom mean to you? What does it mean? In my opinion, true freedom is your inner calling, how you feel inside. How do you feel inside? Do you feel trapped inside, or do you feel free inside yourself? If you feel trapped inside yourself, that's a problem. Freedom to me is being able to understand that no matter what is going on around me and outside of me, inside is a vast expansiveness that cannot be destroyed. No matter what happens around outside of you, you get locked in chains or, stuck in your house because you can't go outside because you're afraid you're gonna, no, you're not. Inside of you is something more deeper and profound than you could ever imagine. That to me is freedom. But what does it mean to you? And I do think that some people need to understand that their way, no one is blocking you but yourself. You have the ability to make choices and reason with yourself, right? So freedom, is it inner or is it outer? How does that work for you? Is it both? How is it both for you? I just realized I'm getting into 20 minutes of this, so yeah, maybe I should hold off on the comments thing. I have a lot of readings to do today, and tell you what, let's read a couple comments. Let me go to my channel here. Um, YouTube Studio, please. I can't believe how early I'm up today, guys. It is 8 a.m. 8 a.m. Let's see. Comments. I usually like people's comments. Okay, so heart. Okay, so Julie Rogers, she says, I like this comment. It's here. It's on my Libra reading. Oh, she says, no, it's just literally that we're breaking up. LMAO. I noticed the same. Okay, she's talking about the reading. I'm like, wow, every single one of these readings resonates with my sad, desolate heart. And it's always about handling things on your own. Ugh. Like, I'm pretty sure I've done a lot of shit on my own by now. Okay. Um, okay, Julie. So it sounds to me like you've actually watched a lot of Libra readings or something like that. And so a lot of them, maybe a lot of my, I'm not sure if it's mine or others, a lot of Libra readings have resonated with you. And looking at the context of the reading you're talking about, it's the one I did yesterday. And I like what you said here. It's always about handling things on your own. Yes. It is always about handling things on your own, unless you're looking for specific help. But for the most part, you are the one that has the power. You are the one that has the power to be able to handle things on your own. You're the one who knows what the next step is supposed to be for you. Coming to these readings, they give you confirmation, they give you guidance, advice, whatever it is you need. But ultimately, at the end of the day, like I was saying earlier, yeah, it is down to you. And you said on my own by now. And I can tell you this much, and I don't mean to disappoint you, but there is no such thing as by now. You'll probably be doing your advancement, your life, your growth for the rest of your life until you die. You're going to be learning until you die. And I don't know if you mean on your own away from another person. That's not a bad thing, is it? Really? Then we have, I just hate those spam bots. I like this. I don't know, but I hate fake drama, so I'll be on my way. Oh, I'll be on my way, not looking back. Keep going. Okay, whoever said that, Omer, yeah, keep going. And keep going. You just don't look back. Don't. Just keep going. And then we have someone commented on my Let's Chat and Coffee about the twin flame labels. It was consciousness awake. Oh, okay. I think that's a he. Yeah, he said, just stumbled onto your channel and wish I watched this one a while ago, lol, to save me from the toxic relationship I was in previously, lol. That is on the twin flame label and abusive relationships. Yeah, it kind of sucks, consciousness, because like I said, there's a lot of people out there that are now using that label to actually keep people in relationships that destroy them, okay? Or they themselves are disillusioned and or not disillusioned, illusioned, and it causes pain. So sorry to hear what you went through, but I do have to say that you can go from there. Like I was saying earlier, you can go from that and you can build on that to heal the reasons why you drew in that kind of relationship in the first place. You can build on that. Go deeper. Try to understand why exactly that you went through this experience. All of these things are things to teach us. And now we have a whole new arena of stuff coming in because a lot of people are jumping into spirituality and they're not really understanding themselves. So what's happened here is you have been presented with an opportunity to learn to understand why this happened to you, right? So you may not have been saved, but you have the perfect opportunity to understand why and to learn about yourself. But I liked your comment, just so you know. Then I'll go for one more. Okay, Peter said on, sorry, I just hit my tripod there. Peter said on the Leo reading, unconditional love, yeah, what a joke. Thank you so much. Yeah, the twin flame thing, boy, also just an excuse for abuse and codependency. This is funny because I was just talking about the twin flame thing. You know, the whole thing about unconditional love is it's been kind of warped. And I also want to say that, yeah, twin flame label has been used as an excuse for abuse and for people to do a lot of self-harm too, a lot of self-abuse. They're always like beating themselves up like, okay, I got to get to this next level. I got to get to the next level and then they're going to come back, or, you know, it's it's such a big topic right now. But I wouldn't say unconditional love is a joke. I would say that unconditional love in the state of what everybody thinks it is right now, yeah, that's a huge joke. So I think that's all I'm going to read for comments right now, because most of them are just people talking about their experiences in yeah. A lot of people are mostly talking about their experiences and their relationships, what they're going through on my tarot readings here. But I just want to let all of you guys know I do read all of your comments. And sometimes I'm too busy and then I go, oh, I really want to reply to that, and then I don't. Okay, this video is almost 30 minutes, so I'm gonna actually stop it there. I want you guys to have one more card before I go, and then I will see you later. I might do some extra readings today, just for fun, some bonus readings for you guys. But I do have a couple paid readings I gotta do, and then I will be doing something later on today that's gonna be taking up my time. So let's get you guys one more oracle card. What last message do you have for the beautiful, beautiful people on my channel? What do we have? My beloved, though we may be physically apart, spiritually we are always united, for love transcends space and time. Nothing is missing. Someone needed to hear that one. Okay. All right, guys. I appreciate anybody who actually stuck around for the 30 minutes of me sitting here talking and out of my ass. No, I'm just kidding. I do know what I'm talking about. Okay. I'll see you guys later.